Hello the boys and girls, and welcome back to this brand new video. In this video we're going to create a random cube number with 6 numbers on the cube. We are just using CSS, some JavaScript, HTML for creating this little and visible cube number generator. My name is Phil and this is BananaCoding. Have fun watching the video right now and let's go. So first things first, we're going to start in the index.html. We're going to create a new container and we give it a div container. We're going to say div class is equal to main. And into this main container, we're going to create, first things first, a p tag. We're going to say random number generator. And we're going to create another div container. We're going to say div class is equal to random number. And into this div container we're going to create a span, and we will start with a little question mark, so before you click on the button you only see question mark, not a number. And after that we're going to create a button. We're going to say type is equal to input, and we're going to say ID is equal to my button, the text in the button. So if you save it, you see you have this p tag here right now. You have a span tag with a question mark and a bottom random number. So we're going to style it in the styles.css. I included the styles.css in the index.html in the head tag. Alright, I just styled the body a little bit, nothing to see here right now. We're going to start with the p container on the top, and we're going to say color will be white and text minus decoration will be underlined. So it's underlined and white here right now. Of course I used a font family in the body and to make it look a little bit better. We're gonna use the main. We're gonna say border 2 pixel solid black. Now we have a border in it. We're gonna say padding 20 pixel. Margin minus top will be, let's say, 100 pixel. To put it away from the top of your browser, I'm going to say background minus color will be lighter gray than the background in the body. So we take this one. We're going to say display flex justify content will be equal to center. So now you see it's in the center right now. Flex minus direction will be set to column. So all the 3 parts here right now, so p, div and button, will be in a column from top to the bottom. And we're going to say align minus items will be center as well. So you see it's in the middle here, absolutely in the middle. And at least you can say box minus shadow will be 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 10 pixel, 0 pixel and black. Now we have little decent box shadow right now. We go on with the dot random number class. We're gonna say border 1 pixel solid white, and we're gonna say we'll have a height of 200 pixel. Now you see it has a height of 200 pixel. We're gonna say to make it like a square, we're gonna say 200 pixel for the width as well. We're gonna say display flex, so we can justify the content, I mean the question mark in this case, to center, and align minus items to center as well. So it's absolutely in the middle of this random number container. We're gonna say color white, and to make it more visible we're gonna say font minus size equal to 200 pixel. And now we're gonna style my button with the ID my button. We're gonna say border set to none. We're gonna say background minus color will be light red. For example, this one. We're gonna say padding in pixel. We're gonna say color white, so the text color will be white. font minus weight will be 900 to make it a little bit more fat. And we're gonna say font minus size to Arial, and margin minus top 20 pixel. And at least we take the same box shadow as we took in the .main class. Alright, that's basically our design of the cube random generator. And now we're gonna start to give the functions to this cube random generator, and we're going to include our script main.js, our JavaScript file. And first things first, we're gonna say variable button is equal to document dot get element by ID. We're gonna say my button, that's the ID of the button. And we're gonna say variable number is equal to document dot get element by ID. We're gonna call it number, but of course we have to define the span with the ID number right now. We're gonna generate a random number, so you can log out the console, and for example you can say variable random is equal to math.random, and if you save you can console.log random. And as you can see, always if you refresh the page, it will take a random number between 0 and 1, but not 1. That's very important. So what you can do is to do a mathematical operation. So you take this, and if, for example, you can say multiply with 10, for example, and now you can refresh it, and you will get a random number between 0 and 10. So what we can do is pretty easy. We'll go to variable minimum min is equal to 1, and variable max is equal to 6, for example, like the cube. And now we're gonna say math.random multiply with max minus min plus min. Now we generate a random number between 1 and 6. But of course you see we have a big float number here right now with a lot of numbers after the comma. So we have to say math.floor, and we have to floor all this number here right now. You have to put this on 7 because it's not included, so to get a 6. As you can see, now we can get a 6 because this maximum number is not included. So with the 7, the maximum value will be 6.999999, and because we use math.floor, it will be 6. Alright, so if we put it in a 6 here, the random number will be 5.999999, and with math.floor it will be 5. So we have to change this to 7, because we can say here with this number we have the interval of our results can be 1 included, and that's very important, can be 7, but 7 is not included. Number dot in a HTML is equal to, let's say if you press 0, for example, if you start the code it will be 0. Alright, but now we have to define a variable random number, and if we say button dot add event listener, we're gonna say click, of course. We're gonna declare a function. No. We're gonna declare a function. We're gonna say you have to put this in a function. Generate number, and we're gonna say variable random and then we're gonna say return random. Alright, so if you click the button here right now, you have to call the function generate number, and we have to say variable result is equal to this function. Then we're gonna say number.innerHTML is equal to result. And if you click the button right now, you're always generating a different number between 1 and 6, like a cube with 6 numbers. It's pretty easy. You can give it a better look. You can say my button dot active. We're gonna say transform scale by 0.8, for example. And now if you click it, that's a little bit too much. You're gonna say 9.5, 0.95. And if you click it, we're gonna see that we are always generating a random number with a cool looking click design. I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see a lot of more programming and web design and web development tutorials. I hope to see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Bye.